Let's do a quick overview of measures of central tendency. Now, technically, any of these measures of central tendency can be called an average. I'm going to be honest, that makes me a little uncomfortable. So when I say the word average, I'm going to be talking about a mean. But we have three major measures of central tendency that we use: the mean, the median, and the mode. The mean is the most familiar to most people, where you add up the numbers, you divide by the number of items that you have, and you get an average. And that's pretty useful for a lot of situations, especially in statistics. But sometimes other measures are more appropriate. So, for example, the median might be a useful metric. The median is simply within your data set, where is the middle number? And finally, the mode can also be useful. And the mode is the number that happens most of the time. Now, in a normal distribution, the mean, median, and mode are all the same. They're all identical. So there's no real advantage over one or the other. But in some cases, you may not have a perfect normal distribution. Sometimes you have distributions where there are really extreme values. For example, in the United States, from 2012 to 2014, the mean income, the average, was $60,000, $154 per person, so a little over $60,000. The median income, so the middle value, was $30,960, so just a little more than $30,000. So the median income was about half the mean income. Well, how does this make sense? Well, this is all explained through income inequality. There are some individuals in our society that hold so much wealth, right? The Jeff Bezoses of our world, they hold so much wealth that it drags the average up for everybody else, right? So which is a better representation of the data? In my view, the median income is better representative of what the vast majority of people experience. And this is why often when we look at statistics on income, they don't talk about the average income, the mean income. They use the median income instead. When you have extreme values and outliers, the median is a little less sensitive to those than the mean is. What about a case in which very few individuals have the mean or median value sort of in the middle, but there are a whole bunch of them who either have a whole lot or very little at all, right, of whatever you're measuring? Right, so you got a lot of values on the bottom, a lot of values on the top, and then you have a valley in the middle where almost no one has that. Well, what do you do with that? Well, in that case, the mean doesn't seem to make much sense because it's not really representing those two groups or clusters. And the median is going to get a value right there in the middle that also isn't very good. So in that case, what you're looking at is something called a bimodal distribution. And in that case, a better metric is the mode. Describe the modes. So the point is, none of these measures of central tendency are particularly better or worse than the other. It's about using the right one to best summarize the data that you have in front of you. And it's important for you as a consumer of data, like we all are, to be really savvy about the appropriate use of these things, because people might try to mislead you, right? Imagine they say, oh, well, the average American's doing pretty good. They're making $60,000 a year on average. Yeah, but you know that that's not really what's happening for the 99% of Americans. They're more in the $30,000 range. So you're going to be smart enough to not fall for their shenanigans. Okay, I hope this has been a useful overview of the mean, median, and mode. For more videos like this one on the basic overview of statistics or psychology-related topics, feel free to check out other videos on the channel, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey diddle diddle, the median's the middle, add and divide for the mean. The mode is the one that you see the most, and the range is the distance between.